Hello, my name is Eddie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My goal here is to provide you with some skincare knowledge, some mental health, and just a little bit of me. Welcome back to episode 4 of Essences. So this video is going to be mainly about what's the point of essence, do you need it, and what kind of different essences there are, and essentially, you know, if you truly need it. And I always in all these videos will provide you with examples of what I use, what you could use, and yeah. So let's get down to it. Essences. Essences usually come after toner. And I say usually because, well, I'll get that to it in a second. Essences are usually patted on, usually put it on your hands, and you pat it on after toner. Whether you use that toner on a cotton pad or not, that's usually where it comes in the routine. Now, people usually are confused. Is essence an extension of a toner? Is it a serum? Is it a treatment? Well, essentially, an essence is a hybrid of a toner and a serum. At least that's the way I've come to understand it, and it makes sense. It is watery, it's fluid-like, but it's not as thick as a serum, but it has several ingredients that benefit you. It's not just one thing. Well, we'll get that to it in a second. But usually essences have a varying degree of actives in them. So I'm going to give you an example of one that does so. An example of a traditional essence, something that has a water-like texture, but also has all these actives and all these beneficial ingredients that you go, wow, is this a treatment or a serum? No, I guess it's an essence. An example would be the by Wishtrend Quad Active Boosting Essence. This is my second bottle of the Quad Boosting Essence, and I'm almost done with it, so you know I really love it. This one is by Wishtrend. They're a great company. I'm actually a Wishtrend affiliate, so I have a link below. I always earn a small commission, but it helps with this channel. You don't have to, obviously, but if you want to help support me, that would be lovely if you use my link down below. And for the month of December, you can use DEC10, December, DEC, DEC10, for 10% off your purchase on top of anything else. This one is lovely. It's very fluid-like. It just comes out like water, as you can see, look at that. And it sinks into the skin rather quickly, but also it's got fermented honey and fermented black tea, as well as Saccharomyces. So it's got fermentation. If you don't know, usually essences are fermented, meaning it's kind of got like a probiotic thing going on, and it's got good bacteria. And essentially that's supposed to enhance absorption of the rest of your routine and just help your biome just be healthy and in check. And additionally, this also has a form of BHA, a natural form, which is willow bark. And that's essentially going to slightly exfoliate and refine your pores, but because it's a natural form, it's not going to give you this major exfoliation haul on your skin. It's not going to like exit everything out of your pores, but it's going to keep everything smooth. It's going to help with oil production, and essentially it's going to provide that anti-redness that salicylic acid, as known as BHA, can provide. It also has a mix of berry extracts, which are said in combination are supposed to brighten your skin, boost antioxidants in your skin, and protect you from the environment, and help with skin texture. All of that in this little golden bottle. That's why they call it an essence, because of its water-like feature, but also all those actives in there. This one is great for acne-prone skin. I love using it. It really tones down redness, provides that nourishment with the honey, that antibacterial with the honey, and just, it helps boosting essence. It helps boost my skincare routine. So remember earlier how I talked about how some essences, I would get back to it, aren't all just filled with actives and water-like and whatnot? Well, there's some essences that pride themselves in one ingredient. And specifically, there's one company that does that, and that's I'm From. And I'm going to talk about their I'm From Mugwort essence. This is my 3rd or 4th bottle, I believe. It is 100% mugwort, nothing else. I mean, you got the stuff that keeps it in check and from expiring, but that's all it is, 100% mugwort. And when you smell it, it smells just like mugwort, so soothing and herbally. This one is great for acne-prone skin, but it's an essence, but it's not, it only has one active ingredient, mugwort. Mugwort is kind of like Korea's tea tree. Tea tree is more Australian. And it's supposed to be antibacterial, it's supposed to be soothing, help with redness, help with acne and oil, and it really does. This is why I'm on my 3rd bottle of it. I had a hiatus recently because I've been testing out some other stuff for my Instagram and for YouTube. And I went back to it now because I got a new one from Wishtrend and I missed it. Whenever I incorporate it back, I always realize how much I miss this. I really do love it. It's such a great essence. Oh God. But pretty much you would pat this into your skin and it would sink in really, really fast because it's just one ingredient and it's not thick. It's very water-like. So actually I like to incorporate 2 to 3 layers of this at night, especially during winter. But during summer, obviously just 1 layer. But this would be an example of something that provides you that one ingredient, and it's an essence and it's water-like. So it would come after your toner. But what's interesting, if you watch my toner video, I talked about how some toners are really much more thick and much more nourishing. And essentially you could flip it around depending on thinnest to thickest texture. Now, from the same line, so throw back to my last video, the I'm From Rice toner. Essentially, you would use the toner on a cotton pad or splash it on your face, and then you would go in with an essence according to the Korean skincare rule. Thing is, this is more watery, this is thicker. So what I do is I essentially either just splash this on after my double cleanse and then splash this on after the essence. Or I would go in with the Daily Skin Hydrating Water Toner by Claire's on a cotton pad, let that sink in, then go in with my essence, and then layer this on. So that's a little bit more steps than you need, but that's something I would do especially during winter. Oof, such a great combo. Green tea, mugwort, and rice for acne? Yeah. So this would be an example of an essence that's a little bit more of a lightweight. Now for the last and final product I'm going to talk to you guys about regarding essences. So we went through a traditional essence, you know, it's got that fermentation, that's soothing, sometimes a little bit of exfoliation and whatnot. Then we went through mugwort essence from my From, simple, water-like. Now we're going to go in with the Rovectin Skin Essentials Activating Treatment Lotion. Now what makes this different from the other ones? Well, I would categorize this as a hybrid essence. Yeah, hybrid essence. So I would actually say it's like a toner and an essence. It's got that water-like feature, but it's also got that thickness of something that's really nourishing, a nourishing formula. But it also is packed with ingredients. It's got 7 types of hyaluronic acid. It's got centella extract. It has caffeine in here. It's got licorice root extract. It's got chamomile flower. See, I'm even struggling to remember all the ingredients. There's so many. It's got papaya extract, which acts as an enzyme to kind of slightly exfoliate your skin over time. It's just an amazing ingredient in this. I mean, I think, okay, there has to be something else I didn't talk about in this. No, I said everything. I was right. But this essence would do both jobs, where when you use this, and I'm talking from experience, but also in general, it leaves you not wanting a toner and not wanting an essence. This essentially fulfills both roles. After I use this, I don't really want to use an essence. Sometimes I will go in with something a little bit lightweight, like this one, after this. But if I'm in a hurry, or if I don't really want a lot of layers, this would be enough. I don't even need an essence. And because of the hyaluronic acid, it's really going to boost the penetration of your serums that follow. So I love using this in the morning, then put in a vitamin C serum, and then sealing it in with the cream and putting on my sunscreen. So this one's really great as a hybrid, and there's many essences that do that they kind of have more bang for your buck. So those are the examples of essences. Now I hope I really cleared that up. I hope you're not more confused. If you are, please let me know of what I can do, because there's only one way I can improve, and that's by hearing your recommendations. I hope you liked my examples, And I hope you're getting all of this. Now, I know I always talk about mental health. I am a behavioral therapist. I did do my undergraduate work in psychology, and I'm currently looking for an MFT program because that's the ultimate goal. And so I thought I'd incorporate, a little bit of mental health here. So today we talked about essences and nourishment, and basically how they really pack a punch. So what I want to ask you in a mental health capacity is, what do you do on the daily that nourishes you? Now, being someone who is working from home currently and providing therapy through Zoom and doing Instagram and YouTube as a second income and as a hobby, I'm bombarded by technology. So much so that I think I'm backing away from Instagram and more focusing on YouTube. And I love recording and sharing with the world. And I love that people can reference me as something that's going to help them, and hopefully I can be a friend to you from the technology. So I will essentially reserve a day or two to go outside into nature and just watch things flow in the air, smell the freshness outside. Albeit it's LA, it's not that fresh, the air. But stepping away from technology and looking for something that's going to nourish your soul, not just your eyes and your prefrontal cortex. You want something that's going to help your soul. So for me, I love reading. I love meditating. I love stretching. But what I truly, truly love to do is be in nature. So sometimes I would drive, even during COVID, and I'll go to a park that's very, very empty with my mask on. Put your mask on, people. And I will go and just walk around by myself with nobody. And first of all, I love being by myself. Second of all, it's a very healthy thing to be by yourself. And third, it's just something that I think we forget, especially being home. Even though we feel like we're not going out or doing anything, we're still really in technology. And technology is something that, especially social media, doesn't leave you alone. Emails, texts, phone calls, notifications, instant messaging. It's just a lot, and we don't realize, despite the fact that we're not going out, we're still getting a lot of that interaction, and we still need to step away from it, just like we need to step away from going out too much, seeing too many people. We need to be by ourselves, and I think a lot of people don't realize it can be draining and damaging to your mental health. That's something I do to nourish myself. I love going out in nature, being by myself, and letting those thoughts that don't go through my brain throughout the day during work, let them go through, and something I can handle and tackle. And let those voices just tell me what I need. So what nourishes you? I would love to know, and if you want to let me know, I don't care. Just think about it, and I hope you find something that nourishes you every single day. Alright guys, have a wonderful day.